I do want to tell you that what you're going to talk about and what you're going to present, we are going to very seriously review. I know where many of you come from and share your perspectives on these issues, and that this won't, it is my firm belief that this won't be just another process where we sit around and talk about the way we'd like the world to be, that what you talk about is something that we're going to pick up and run with.
I have never believed that foreign assistance should be viewed through the lens of welfare or just a straight assistance program alone. I've always viewed our investment in these programs as much broader and deeper. First, an investment in America's role in the world, an investment in stability and security in the world, an investment to a more peaceful world. And it is clearly in the interest of America, to do this wisely.
We, as a nation, and in particular the Congress, and Secretary Gates, Senator Hagel, many people are speaking out about the need for robust national defense. However, it is a pleasure to hear people beginning to speak out about a robust foreign aid program. However, as has often been said but seldom understood, our diplomatic and development programs are the first line of defense.
We've met for several months, debated lots of ideas and alternatives, many different debates that we have had, but we have come together on a fairly clear consensus of what we think would be the best way forward. One of our key principles that we came to conclude is that any reform effort has to be comprehensive. There is no silver bullet here. There is not one thing that this is about. There's no Band-Aid. There's no just one thing. We need to clearly articulate goals and objectives. We need to rethink the legislation. We need to rethink organizational structures. We need to rethink how we allocate funding and how we monitor and evaluate that funding so that we can use the scarce dollars that we have in a much more effective way. This is not just about one thing. It is about comprehensive and deep modernization.
I think it would make sense to put certainly to make a stronger link between food aid and the rest of development assistance. And I mean, I think right now, the world food crisis that both Gayle and Steve mentioned is just a clear case for why we need a stronger development function in the U.S. government. This thing is the biggest setback in the world's development efforts for 20 years. And the United States has been slow to respond. We're not strategic. We're not doing enough. We're relying on the World Bank and the UN to do our thinking for us because there is no agency in the U.S. government that has the firepower to think about, really, this is maybe 1 billion people have suffered a setback. Most of the world's poorest countries have suffered a setback. And our main response has been to increase our food aid budget a little bit. So it is a clear case. And it's going to be a continuing case. A year or two from now, we're still going to need a stronger capacity within the U.S. government to think and act strategically and to use the whole U.S. government apparatus to serve our development interests.
The opportunity we have right now is that there is more interest than I think any of us has ever seen. And collectively, we've probably been working on this for a couple of centuries.